Hi, my name is Sean O'Neill, and I'm very proud to be one of the founders of Mommy and Me Cancer Foundation. What brought me to this work is cancer itself has devastated my family. My brother Billy, who I was very close to, had a brain tumor that they discovered back in 2003, and he fought it for 6 years before it finally caught up to him and he passed. My uncle Ray and my Aunt Peggy have also passed from cancer right around the same time frame. So basically within a couple years time, 3 people that I was very close to passed from cancer. Prior to that, in the 90s, my mother worked for City of Hope, and we were somewhat involved. 2 of my other siblings worked at City of Hope as well, and we got to know some of the terminally ill patients, and it had a big effect on me and my family. And we always wanted to do something about it, but just never figured out what to do or how to do it. Recently I came across some people who had the same passion and the same vision that my family and I had spoke about, and so I partnered up with them, and we've kind of taken it from there, and it's been a wonderful thing. It's been a great journey, and I feel like we're helping people and changing people's lives, even in the smallest way. It's amazing.
What brought me to this cause was more recently, maybe in the last 6 months to a year, I was sick myself, and I had to take care of my 3-year-old. And just as a mother, a single mom, it was difficult to try to, not only get better, but I had to rely on not only family and friends, but strangers, and I realized that, there's a need out there for help with mothers that maybe are dealing with some type of sickness. So during the time that I was sick, I actually volunteered for a place called Grandma's House of Hope, and it was a house where there was women that were battling cancer, they were dealing with domestic violence, they were dealing with so many different things. And in helping them, it made me feel that I was giving back. So more recently, I met Sean O'Neill, and he's one of the other founders. He obviously had a family stricken with cancer, and when we put our minds together, we came up with Mommy and Me Cancer Foundation, and we're so happy because we've been able to help so many mothers.
I had restrictions after I came home from the hospital, and I was not able to lift. I'm not supposed to really raise my arms. I'm not supposed to drive. If I can't drive my kids to school, then I have to rely on other people. So my mom and my friends have become really important. My family. My mom lives out of state. I had to arrange for her to come and stay with me for this first month after surgery, and she's been cleaning and cooking and doing my laundry. And it's hard to calm your kids. My kids are only 4 and 6, and they don't really understand, so even though I'm telling them, it's okay, and I don't want to be untruthful with them and tell them everything's going to be fine, because, I want to prepare them, and so prior to going into the hospital and having my surgery, and I wanted to, make sure that they were aware that I was, that there was a boo-boo there that needed to be taken out, and when I came home, I was gonna, I'm not gonna be able to lift you up anymore, and you probably can't sit on mommy's lap too much because, I have an area that you can't bump, and it was hard. It was very hard, and so I wanted to be very realistic with them, but not too much information at the same time, and so it was very challenging.
My family acts as though they're another arm for me or another extension of me. So, on the days that I'm having chemotherapy, they're actually duplicating me because I'm just laying down in bed for a majority of the day. And when I'm not having the symptoms of chemotherapy, they're still helping me in so many ways. Sometimes when I'm just short of time because of other appointments, my mom will actually go and pick up my daughter from school or drop her off to school. So it affects them in so many ways. I mean, my husband, he's actually working double now just to be able to compensate for the medical bills that we have. Try to schedule my chemotherapy on the days that she has school. So after I drop her off from school, I rush over to the treatment. And then when I'm done with treatment, I go and pick her up. And if I'm just short of time, then my mom will pick her up. She doesn't even realize it. And I'm now living at home with my mom and dad, just to be closer to the hospital that I go to. So, you know, when I'm feeling ill, she's with my mom and dad anyways, and there's just so much going on there. She doesn't even skip a beat. There's just been a couple times though when I was hospitalized where I felt like, you know, she missed me, and that was the hard part that I had to deal with. But you know, there was another time where I was also hospitalized and I was taken via ER, so she was afraid of fire trucks and ambulances, so I took her to the fire station the next day just to, you know, give her an idea that it wasn't a bad thing. But other than that, she's been okay. And just recently we had, I lost a friend, or we both lost a friend to cancer, and I think he got a little glimpse of what our future might look like, and it really shocked us, shocked him mostly, and that's when he really started to tell me how he really felt about me and cancer and everything that's going on. But for the most part, he's been my rock, and I appreciate it, because if I didn't really have him, honestly, I don't know where I would be.
You know, this Cancer Foundation is so awesome because it is bringing together, you know, a lot of people that are going through the same, you know, in a similar age group with kids, you know, going through similar things. And so, you know, it is so nice because, you know, they build up a network of you know, people that we can count on, basically. You know, they have people, you know, that basically can do, you know, a variety of different things. You know, I think that the support is, I mean, you don't even realize how much, you know, like I knew that I could rely on my family, actually. I figured that my mom would definitely help me, and I figured maybe my sisters would help me. And next thing I know is, you know, people are calling me and they're like, let me make you dinner. Let me come over and watch your kids. Can I come and clean your toilets? I mean, I was flabbergasted because I didn't realize how much support was out there, and it's really nice when you know that people are really behind you, and they want to help you. They want to see you succeed. That's really nice.
They've been the biggest support. They are one step ahead of me at any given time. They're not just a foundation to me, they're my friends, and so they know a lot of what's going on with me. And you know, we've had some situations or some challenges that have happened in the past, and before I fall apart, they're right there to catch me. They offer me support. They'll give me someone I can scream to before rather than screaming at a family member or going nuts. They offer me books on how to change my diet so that I can live longer. They offer me books where I can like just create or like journal everything that I've gone through or what I'm going through at this point. I mean, they're so wonderful. I mean, like I cry when I think about them half the time, because really they're just, I feel like they're more than just a foundation. They really are your friend. to have a complete outsider. I just feel like, their intentions are so honest, and they just really want to make sure that you're not alone. And I feel that. I feel that the sincerity in them when they want to just hold your hand and be there for you when you're in the most pain.
Through this experience, and I've realized, that I need to give back. I want to give back. That's I figure that breast cancer, it's a hard situation, and I'm gonna make it into something positive. I want to go out there and help other people that are going through a similar experience as myself. I want to be able to, be honest with them. This is maybe what you need to expect if you're going through hospital. These are the treatments that I was offered. This is how it felt.
My daughter and my husband, I don't want them to feel like they lost anything. How do I say this? I don't want them to be hurt. I want them to remember everything that I've said and taught them so far. I want them to know that I was okay, and that everything that they did for me mattered. That's really it. I'm not asking for much. I don't. That's all I really want.
I don't know if there's a lot I can say to them. I'm looking forward to what they can say to me because I think that there's probably so much that they can teach me, and I just can't wait to go out there and talk to other people that have gone through similar experiences and make me even stronger than I am. Encouraged by their experiences and make me stronger. I'm excited about it. I want to get involved, in the community. I want to get involved with other people who are going through similar things. I just want to help others, and it's nice to know that there is, a group out there that young cancer, patients that is myself, similar age, little kids, it's great. When you do think of cancer, I think you typically think of somebody in their 60s. I mean, breast cancer, I think the average age is people in their 60s. And so, when I first found out about this cancer organization, I thought it was awesome because I think that if I went to the average support group or average, cancer foundation, I would find people of a totally different generation, and that might not be the kind of experience that would help me to grow as, not to say their experiences are not valuable, but they would be just so different than my own. And so I'm really excited to get out there with, Mommy and Me Cancer Foundation.
I tell them to fight. Just keep fighting. Fight with how you take care of yourself. Fight with your diet. Fight for your family. Ask a lot of questions. Ask more than one doctor. Talk to people that can really help you. Mommy and Me is a great tool and a great foundation because, they're well versed in cancer. They know a lot about cancer, and mostly they just want to be your friends. They want to take care of you. And I would think you should utilize them.
fly. And the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true.
Knowing the impact that we've had on these families and some of the things that they've told us, and we actually have made a difference, no matter how big or how small. It's just the best feeling in the world. It actually we're doing something that matters, and they're letting us know that, and that's the return. That feels awesome. I can't even explain it to you. And it's just the best that I've felt in a long time, as far as trying to help people and finding a direction and in life and just ways to help people. So it's been a wonderful journey, and we just started. So it's going to grow from here. You know, you guys are all here at the beginning, and we're just starting right now, and you can see in a few months what's going on. You know.
Well, I see trees of green and